Now, this Baguette has about 3 different names. Batchat 25, or we can also call it the Char 25T. The full name is quite long, and I'll just leave the full name on screen because I'm fairly sure I'll butcher it if I try to pronounce it. But this vehicle caught my attention recently. It is a autoloader, and honestly, this thing is pretty wild. Now, the Char 25T has a 90mm cannon. It is fairly fast, 65 km per hour is the top speed, the reverse is also 65 km per hour, very good specific power ratio. It has, of course, 25 tons, it's basically in the name. For crew members, 198mm is the average penetration, turret rotation speed is 38 degrees per second, which is okay. And of course, this tank has barely any armor. It is a fairly paper vehicle, and honestly, doesn't really take much away from this tank. The lack of armor isn't a big issue. Basically, you have to rely on maneuverability and cover. Of course, the main gun has a 4-second reload, which is honestly impressive. That's about the same reload that we have seen on the STRV, the cheese wedge tank, and about the same outloader speed on other outloaders that we have. So the reload on this thing is amazing. And initially I didn't really think much of this vehicle. I know I destroyed this vehicle quite easily, but when I took this thing for a spin, I fell in love with this tank right from the very start. So let's take the Baguette tank for a ride. Now I'll try to pronounce the full name, I just have to. I know I'll butcher it, but why not? I mean, the full name is Batignolles-Chatillon Char 25T or something like that. It is a very cute vehicle. I mean, I kind of like the design of the turret. Does have that, I guess, AMX feel to it. I mean, it is technically based on AMX, I guess, but that was the first kill, and the shell already loaded. Now, this vehicle is also very low profile. Basically, the hull is very small. The only thing that's kind of peeking out or poking out is usually the turret, and you can play the vehicle the same way as you play the Leopard, for example, or any other vehicle that has a very good reverse. Although the reverse on this tank is very good. 65 km per hour reverse is amazing. The whole well, the ammo is stored at the back, and it's also at the back of the turret. You can technically survive a frontal hit if you get hit in the transmission. The whole frontal plate is basically the transmission, so if you want to kill this vehicle, just shoot it in the turret. If you hit this thing in the turret, it just dies, or if you hit it with high explosive, it also dies. It has, again, at best it has the transmission to absorb shells, but all in all, this thing has absolutely no armor, so you can't rely on armor at all. And that was a quad kill. That was a beautiful bombing run with the bomber. Could have been a 5th kill, but I messed up. Didn't. Oh, there goes the turret. The turret got popped right out the tank. Wasn't my shell though. My teammate did pop the turret off. Let me just go and use 120 frames per second, since the temperature allows me to do that. Okay, well, I don't know what happened there with my shell. I think I hit the tank, but it didn't show the X-ray camera, but I'm fairly sure I hit the T-34. Okay, artillery, let me pull back. Usually when you are getting bombed by artillery, just fall back. If you get hit by artillery, the tank dies. I do like that this vehicle is so low profile. It is very difficult to hit if you are playing this vehicle in such a way that you take advantage of the cover. It is a very difficult to hit vehicle. It's also very fast. Honestly, I think this Baguette tank is quite underrated. I'm actually happy that I did. Oh look, a pancake. A pancake tank. That thing is also very nasty. I wish I had a chance to drive the T-92. That thing is very fun. I would have a blast with the T-92. Well, the T-92 blew up my turret. Well, my main gun, not the turret. And I have to repair it. The T-92 can be a very interesting little vehicle. I just wish that I did get the platoon. Just for the T-92, I would definitely have fun with that one. And that was a very nasty hit. Did hit the top of the turret, and it blew up, basically. That's lovely. Well, 7 kills. Most of my kills come from that bombing run. That bombing run was insane. That bombing run was, oh my god, a T-92. Well, and the second one. How convenient. How convenient. Now, this tank's ammo is APC-BC. It is the explosive APC-BC. So, it is technically performing like APHE, although I still kind of prefer APHE. It does feel more reliable, although, again, both ammo types are very similar when it comes to how they, how they perform once they penetrate the target. Penetrating the target is important. The secondary damage from the explosion is also important, I guess. Now my chance to destroy those T-92s is with the bombs. Although I didn't have much. Oh look, spitting into water. I also love how that's new. Usually when the aircraft collided with water, usually just explodes. Now it actually sinks. That's new. That is actually kind of new. They did some minor improvements, and I like that. And they didn't hit the weak spots. Let's see if I can. Nope. That's a big nope. Now I didn't have much luck. I don't have much luck with the T-90 when I shoot them in the cupola. I do hit the cupola, but it does no damage. It just kills the commander, nothing else. With high explosive, if you nail the cupola, it could explode, but I just don't have enough luck for that. So my only chance is to either flank or wait for my teammates to deal with the T-92. Well, with the Doom Turtle, I guess. And I'm definitely not going to. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to rush the T-90 from the front. That's bad news. This thing has no armor. You can't really just rush a T-90 like this. If the T-90 was not looking at me, I would, but they're looking at me and I can't really do anything at this moment. So at the moment I just have to chill and wait for my team to deal with that tank destroyer. My bombs didn't do anything. Oh, actually my bombs did hit, but didn't kill. Alright. No, I didn't. This tank has the potential to run out of ammo very quickly, and I think it also has a nope. And 9. Not today. That T-90 was looking at me. That T-90 was looking at me. And this stopped it. Okay, I guess I can't destroy that anymore. I mean, this is only a 25-ton vehicle, obviously. It's lightweight. Although it's a medium tank, it's very light for a tank. Okay, now. Well, I have captured the base, and now I think we are definitely going to win the match. I can move freely now. Now this vehicle isn't stabilized, doesn't have a stabilizer. At least I didn't notice that it has one. The aim is a little bit wobbly, but it's manageable. And that was the first match. Not bad. Pretty good. That was a good victory, honestly. That was a very insane bombing run that I had there. Just wiped out the whole team. Well, half of the team. Alright, let's go to the next match. You know, there are vehicles that I play, and there are vehicles that I just am naturally good at. This is one such vehicle. I really like to drive this. It is difficult to put it into words. It's like it's made for me. I like vehicles like the like this thing. It has a long name. I have to get used to the long name. But the Char 25 definitely is one of the vehicles that I will be driving a lot more. And honestly, I'm seeing that this could be a very nice little premium tank. Well, when I say premium tank, if I ever decide to make a gold one, it's going to be this one, maybe this one. The AL-44 is also a very interesting one. Oh look, a FV4202. That's no, they have a APCR and APDS shell. Technically, it should overpenetrate, but yeah, not in. Yeah, they shot at me, but not. I'm not in a good position. Now this position right here, I say it's not a good position. I was in a good position, just didn't want to risk wasting ammo since this thing runs out of ammo very quickly. But this thing is very small, and there's just a very little, not much of this tank is exposed. So it's a Tiger 2. It did penetrate the front plate of the Tiger, right in the driver, and that did hit the turret cheek, but it didn't go through. Second shell though, second shell definitely did go in, and that's how you kill a King Tiger, or Königstiger in German. I think that's how they call it, or how they call it. They also this thing also has some machine guns, and I usually forget that this thing has machine guns. Usually I just use the main gun, since don't really have much time to shoot at stuff with the machine gun, since this thing has no armor. I rarely use machine guns on vehicles that have no armor, since usually if you have to use the machine gun, it's most likely game over, since again, no armor does that. If you have no armor, yeah, that's basically what can happen. But not necessarily a useless machine gun. It can definitely break tracks, I guess. And I missed the Panther. Could have killed the Panther through this little corner here. This position is really nice for this thing. The main gun's accuracy is decent. It does usually go where you want it to go. It does have a good shell velocity as well, but this thing loves to flank, and it can do some sniping as well. The MX M4 is a very good example of that. The MX M4 is a very decent sniper. Tiger 2, and it bounced again, but now the Tiger showed the side turret, and yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Ammo racked. There we go. Now let me see what else can I do with this Baguette. I have 2 kills. The match just started. I can take it. I can take it easy. I'm actually very surprised at how good this thing was. I'm very happy that I took this thing for a ride. Very happy that I bought it. I would have been so pissed if I missed the Batignolles or Char 25. The name of this thing is just so long. And I actually love the name. It sounds nice. Wonder when we'll get the other Batignolles. There's like a bunch of them, and would be funny if we do have more of them. I mean, maybe I'm asking too much. I'll just let the developers add tank platoon after tank platoon, one by one, or in this case 3 platoons per update, which honestly is quite a sizable update per. Sizable, I guess, increase per update. Let's say Yak Tiger or Yak Tiga, or both names work. Now at this angle, obviously I'm not going to go in anywhere. Maybe for the machine gun port, but I really want to aim at the weak spots. And of course I do not want to get hit by that thing, that's going to be bad news. Oh, it's moving. And nope, I cannot penetrate the frontal plate of the Yak Tiger. Okay, that's fine. But I can kill the T-44. And I may take the bomber to disable the Yak Tiger or flank the Yak Tiger. Oh, there's a T-95, okay. Yeah, the T-95 should deal with it. Let me just shoot the track. At least to do some help, I guess. It's better than nothing, hopefully. Well, okay, it worked. It worked. Beautiful. Oh look, another Baguette. Okay, Baguette lost the track and the transmission, and second shot did go in the turret, and it wrecked the Baguette with the autoloader. This thing is so fun to use. Oh my god, I love this thing. It has no armor, but I don't really need armor. I just need a good gun and a maneuverable tank, and I'll do well. Well, that was the Batignolles-Chatillon 5T, or whatever the name is. I definitely butchered the name there. It has a... I like the name. I need to... yeah, anyway, the name is awesome in any case. I like the name of this tank. But, joke aside, the Char 25T is a very good tank. I like it if you prefer to drive fast vehicles, autoloaders and things like that. This will be a very, very fun tank, and does play like the Leopard, which I always say that it was one of my favorite tanks of all time. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe, and with that being said, stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.